TXDOT and law enforcement across the state are increasing efforts to catch drunk drivers during a special enforcement period that started today and continues through Labor Day, September 4th. Here to remind us to drive sober, no regrets, TXDOT's Jennifer Wright. Jennifer, we're talking about Labor Day a little early this year, so why is that?
Well, I'm here to warn you about the longer enforcement period and a new law that goes into effect September 1st.
What is that law?
Texas just passed House Bill 393, which requires anyone convicted of intoxication manslaughter to pay child support if they kill a parent with young children in a car crash. Under the new law, drunk drivers will be required to make monthly payments until the child turns 18 or has graduated high school, whichever comes later. If nothing else about drunk driving gives you pause, that should do it. Labor Day weekend should be a time for people to relax and enjoy time with friends and family. But unfortunately, many Texans lose their life or their loved ones to a senseless, preventable tragedy with terrible, far-reaching consequences for everyone involved.
Jennifer, how big of a problem is drinking and driving during the Labor Day holiday?
Well, last year in El Paso, during the 2022 Labor Day holiday time period, there were 11 DUI alcohol-related traffic crashes, resulting in 1 fatality and 3 serious injuries, and that is 1 too many. But beyond Labor Day, in El Paso District in 2022, there were more than 20,000 crashes, resulting in 110 fatalities and 351 serious injuries. 703 were alcohol-related crashes, resulting in 25 fatalities and 41 serious injuries. The simple message is, if you drink any amount of alcohol at all, do not get behind the wheel.
Any amount at all. Why is that so important?
Well, even a single drink can impair your ability to drive. Alcohol slows reaction time, makes it harder to properly gauge speed and distance, and impairs vision. Alcohol also makes it harder to tell when you're impaired. And as anyone who's ever had a margarita knows, tequila makes everything seem like a good idea, or so I've been told. So if you take the risk of a crash or an arrest if you drive drunk. You could hurt yourself or cause life-altering, disabling, and permanent injuries. Driving after drinking is never worth it. So if you don't want to pay child support and ruin a family's life forever, please find a sober ride if you choose to drink.
I have to agree with you. If your Labor Day plans include alcohol, always plan a sober ride. So tell us exactly how TXDOT recommends we do that.
Well, just designate a sober driver ahead of time or ask a sober friend or family member for a ride. Call a taxi or use a rideshare service, or you can always just stay put until you're ready to safely operate your vehicle. You can also visit soberrides.org for more tips on how to find a sober ride.
Good advice, Jennifer. All right, what do we have to look forward to in closures next week?
Well, I-10 widening west is closing a lane overnight on I-10 west and I-10 east. Eastbound, it means for a full closure, and that's at the same time Tuesday at 9 p.m. so survey crews can access the site. West closes at red and east closes at Vinton to red. Loop 375 widening has the usual overnight closure of the northbound main lanes now starting at 8 p.m. Sunday through Thursday nights at Zaragoza, while the southbound main lanes close at 9 p.m. at North Loop, also Sunday through Thursday. Monday, northbound Pan American exit ramp will be closed from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and everyone hates to be surprised by a closed exit ramp, don't we? Also, we will see the main lanes northbound down to 1 lane from Alameda to North Loop continuously from 5 a.m. Wednesday the 23rd through 5 a.m. Monday the 28th to allow newly placed concrete pavement to cure.
All right, you have your instructions, everyone. Don't drink and drive, and watch for those TXDOT workers on the roads, please. Jennifer Wright, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Mark.